This is a message for anyone who is feeling lost or overwhelmed or just fucking tired, like bone deep tired. And I don't just mean physically, like tired of doing the fucking work. And yeah, tired of doing the work of keeping yourself going and encouraging yourself, like pushing away the thoughts that you know don't serve you. Okay. We have the Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the King of Swords fell on the ground. Then we have the Three of Wands. So this might have been you once upon a time, this fiery, like rushing ahead energy, no holds barred, just like fucking going for everything, 0 to 100. And you have gone through this period of healing your inner child, so learning to be with yourself, especially like the younger wounded parts that didn't receive the love and positive attention that they needed earlier in your life, and you've reconnected with this spirit, your imagination and spirit of like whimsy, and like learning to open your heart and be like more forward with your emotions and your connections. And you have embodied this energy of discernment, and this also feels like the energy of, like I was saying earlier, like it's feeling like it's taking so much effort to remind yourself that like anxiety is just messages that aren't true. It's like your brain reminding you that you're believing something that is false and that hurts. And like remembering that, like if you have if you're feeling like depressed, just reminding yourself that like your body's sending you a message that you're tired, and it's, you know, it's not these thoughts and ideas are not truth. So this is like you've held this rigid position, you've been holding it, so no wonder you're tired. And then this Three of Wands is the energy of what you've invested yourself in, your energy and intentions, and you have been up here on this hill like waiting for these ships to come back so you can fucking see like what the result is going to be. And finally we have the World on the bottom of the deck. And so this is the very end of the cycle that you're at. So what is coming next for this collective? What is the message here for them? Okay, so all of these except for one flipped over while they were in the deck. So this feels like these energies are not like right in your face. They're kind of behind the scenes for you. Okay, so you might be feeling right now like, because of how much more open your heart is, because of the healing you've been doing, it can bring up these old wounds, like cycles that you've moved through in the past are coming up, and like new layers are being revealed for you to love and like purge these old beliefs that you aren't lovable or worthy, and that you don't have the support or will never have the support that you're wanting. And this is your reminder that this is just, like I said, it's part of a cycle. It's like the gunk coming up to be cleared and released. And it's another layer of this healing. And it's bringing you, not only is it part of the energy that you're embodying of this Queen of Pentacles, like deeply embodied, abundant, caregiver and nurturer energy, but it's also reminding you that this is how the universe is seeing you and holding you, even if it doesn't feel like it, and that you are seeing and holding yourself like this pentacle that she's got in her lap. So you are being held and protected and treasured both by yourself and by the universe. And we had the High Priestess fall on the floor. That was in between the Moon and the Queen of Pentacles. So both of these cards, like being such interesting mirrors of each other with these two pillars here. And this is your connection with the cycles and patterns of your own body, of nature, like the rhythms of life, and also the sight that you have. So when we have the Moon card, when we're walking and it's dark out and only the moon is shining, the way is clear for us, like we can see the path, but we can't see further than 1 or 2 steps in front of us. And this High Priestess energy is like, you can't see this path forward more than a few steps, but you have this otherworldly sight that is supporting you during this time. And this also is feeling like a reminder to trust what you see and what you feel. It's also a reminder to rest. It feels like this is a time, I mean, cyclically and seasonally, this is a time where our bodies are asking for extra rest, and that's supporting you in this energy of abundance and being nurtured, and also in your sight, in your intuition. Are there any last messages from Spirit for this collective? What do your guides and team want you to know right now? Yeah, so you are walking away from these old emotional patterns. So that's why it feels so heavy, and you might feel like lost or ambiguous, and you're leaving behind what used to feel stable, which was patterns that were not serving you, because you're following the call of your soul. And this like pull, this magnetic pull from your higher self to you and to all of these parts of you that are being brought to the light and loved and integrated, is happening really, really quickly. So this is actually being sped up for you. And again, that's a big part of why this is feeling so intense, and why you might be feeling overwhelmed and exhausted. You are transmuting so much right now. You're choosing self-devotion and love and honesty, even when that goes against everything that you've known. And finally, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. So that this is bringing you to this stability and structure and the support, the external, physical, practical support that you have been wanting and needing and asking for, reflected in your real everyday life, to like be the kind of last piece in 3D reality of all of the work you've been doing spiritually and internally. So you deserve all of the rest. Be easy with yourself, and if you want to book a personal reading, the link is in my bio.